I went plein air painting for the first time this week. I went to a free park and I only took things I found in my house that I already had.
Hi, my name is Lacey. Welcome to my channel. I am a no-niche artist trying plein air painting for the first time, and this is everything I took with me. If you're new here, my channel is about using the supplies that I have and consuming less, being more sustainable. So everything I took, I already had. I didn't buy anything. I only have a standard easel, not a travel one, so I decided that I would work off of a lap surface. The night before, I was thinking about what I could use to hold all my supplies, and this igloo picnic cooler that we received as a Secret Santa gift a few years ago. Perfect. First things first, giant hat, sunscreen in the car. I'm a maker in addition to being a painter. This is the H2O to go water bottle holder, patterned by Lynn's Handmade. Zipper pocket, regular pocket, hold your phone, water bottle, valuables. There are a couple things about this cooler that really just worked perfectly, including the fact that it has a plastic container inside, which really supported all of the contents. And added bonus is waterproof. Again, I'm only using things that I already had. So this is a screen that you can draw on and it lights up. I thought it would be good work surface, and I could tape smaller size watercolor paper to it. And it fit perfectly on top of the cooler. Okay, so this is packed full, but not very heavy. Snacks, always need snacks. Using a gel plate has taught me that baby wipes come in handy. Masking tape, rag, and little mustard jar superstar. I rinsed this empty jar and I thought, I'm gonna save you, because I knew I had been planning to go plein air painting. This is a Pennsylvania local state college made dipping mustard. It was a really convenient size, watertight. I know glass is probably not ideal for taking out to the outdoors, but for what I had, it worked really well. Using what you have and what's available to you, upcycling, it's not always going to be the most aesthetic, but these mini cream puff containers really came in handy. When I was packing, I left with the intention of trying to travel pretty light, and I knew that it was going to be very, very green. It is May in Pennsylvania, so I only took a few shades of green fluid acrylics. I took black fluid acrylic, some ink from a friend, a little spray bottle of water. I saw a tip to take clips with you to hold your papers to your surface. Lots of purposes, so I took some clips, left it mostly empty because this was how I planned to transport my wet brushes home. I only took green fluid acrylics, but I did bring this full set of Dr. Martin's watercolor ink. As it turned out, I only used the yellow. It was so green, but I did think it would be good to have options. Another great thing about the plastic container was it was sturdy enough, and these watercolor, I think they're 9x12 watercolor notebooks in a canvas pad, fit perfectly against the side. They stayed tight against everything. They didn't get warped. They didn't get bent or wrinkled. Still using what I already have. I always carry my favorite markers and microns, gold paint markers, in this Tupperware container. I threw in the brushes I was planning to take, just a variety. Let me just say, I am not an artist that knows the numbers, the sizes, the type. I actually really prefer like the synthetic brushes. I am not picky. I really like that guy, and I almost dropped it on the ground and left it there, but I found it as I was making sure I cleaned everything up. But as much as I'm enjoying making YouTube painting videos, I'm never going to be the artist that knows what to tell other people to use. This was such a pleasant surprise. Just perfect, just serendipitous. My marker container fit perfectly on the top of the cooler. I think I could probably fit 2 in there in the future. It was a great, even, steady surface to work off of. Sometimes I would set my palette down. Sometimes I would hold it. This is my favorite palette. I work out of this in my house. This is not just for travel, but it was perfect for travel. It is a plastic VHS tape case. I've had it for years. It stays so airtight. Paint doesn't dry. Even acrylic paint does not dry as long as I keep that closed tight. It's really pretty amazing. And using acrylics on the plastic, you can just peel everything off and start fresh. And I keep the little plastic dish for glazes in there as well. And it also doesn't dry out, sometimes for days or longer. So definitely would stay very, very good for the duration of your plein air practice. The cooler has a very nice expanding front pocket, which I used for my travel watercolor sketchbook and other small pieces of paper surfaces to paint on. I took these tiny canvases, but I didn't use them this time. Landscape Artist of the Year and all the channels I've watched about plein air definitely recommend a viewfinder, so I made one really quickly before I left the house. This is a Moondance notebook holder that I made. It is from Sincerely Jen Patterns, and I made a few, and I thought one of them definitely needs to be for a travel sketchbook. So I have a small watercolor notebook. There's a pocket that holds other pieces of paper, watercolor paper on the side. I included a water brush and postcards. I think just this little notebook alone, this setup would be really helpful for if I'm working really, really light. I don't want walking more, hiking more, don't want to carry the full cooler with me. I think this would be great. Now I'm going to demonstrate putting everything back in the cooler. And yes, I do love Tetris.
I understand some people will need to buy something, but maybe you just go out and you go out with one bottle of ink, one paintbrush, one little jar of water, spray bottle, watercolor pad. Maybe it's fairly simple. I understand the impulse to go out and buy the things, but my argument, make do with what you have, make do and make, and then if you like it, if you see yourself doing it more, if it will make your practice easier, then invest. You don't have to do it right away. It might not be pretty, it might not look as good as someone who's a professional, but if you're just trying it for the first time, you might only try it 1 or 2 times. What does it matter? Who's judging you? No one's judging you. Use what you have.